Hello, everybody. We are back to the couch of mail, and we're going to kick off this week's Mail Day video with an envelope coming from the Great White North. I opened it up because I could, and it comes from the Shaw fam up at Shaw Racing Collects, and it is some brake results. Is it? Nope, it's just tape. I got into another one of their vintage brakes. This one was a hockey one. And I would say if you ever have the chance to do so, the price is right, the entertainment is fantastic, and the cards, a lot of them, you're going to look at them and say, man, I haven't seen those cards in forever, or I've never seen those cards, because, as we all know, they're the kings of the trade, the kings of TCDB, and the amount of stuff they have lying around is incredible. Well, let's get in, because honestly, I remember one of the teams I picked up. Oh, I'm just knocking over all kinds of the universe. But we're going to get in here. Come on, everybody, get back up to where you were. Thank you. All right, that's right. I grabbed the Penguins and the Dallas Stars. Simply for the reason of that means I could get old school Minnesota North Stars. I know Mike at Rippin' for Rookies had grabbed the Avalanche and the Hurricanes, going for the Whalers and the Nordiques, which is smart. But I got me some North Stars action. So let's go through. We got some good ones. We got a lot of good ones. So let's go in. We got all kinds of vintage. We got, starting off, Brian Bellows on the OPG. Was that Joe Nieuwendyk when they had moved to Dallas? This was still Minnesota. Antoine Roussel, nice looking card. Jamie Benn, there's a name I recognize. Pat Verbeek, guy that does not get a lot of credit, though he should. And the legend on the OPG premiere, Mike Modano. Was that the year they moved to Dallas? I can't remember what year they actually moved from Minnesota to Dallas, but it was probably right around there, the early 90s. Either way, I do miss the Minnesota North Stars. They were the first team I ever saw the Penguins play in the Stanley Cup back in 1991. We got Brent, was that Febick? With a penguin in the back. Whoa. Oh, I completely forgot about the little sticker. Al McAdam. That's a nice little 91 OPG sticker. You go up there. Gaetan Duchesne on the North Stars. Gaetan Duchesne. Jason Spezza. And Darcy Wakaluk. I don't know. I remember when they first moved to Dallas, I was thinking, oh, what's the point? But much like the movie Slapshot had dictated, there are people in warmer climates that came from hockey areas, so they're going to need to see it. Jamie Langenbrunner, guy that definitely should get more credit. Ooh, Richard Matvichuk on the Pinnacle. Like that looking. The North Stars team card. Not sure who is on it, but I would have to look that up. Bobby Smith. Was that Darian Hatcher? Here's a great player. And another Brian Bellows on the score. Got some good-looking TTM fuel as well. Because this was the time of my youth and all the great players that I got to see in the 90s. Let's pull out a bunch of these. Get it rolling. And yoink. All right. So we got a checklist. Who doesn't love a good checklist? There we go. Now we're getting into some vintage Penguins. It starts off in the proper uniform, I may add. Mr. Paul Coffey, a pair of Paul Coffeys. Still have not been able to get him to sign through the mail. I've been unlucky at best. Jamie Leach, top prospect. My man, Jaromir Jagr. Is that Gary Volk? One of the Ducks. Ooh, he must have slipped in. Bonus, Ulf Samuelsson. People have their thoughts about Ulf. I liked him. We got Brandon Tanev. There we go. Sid the Kid on the NHL All-Star Standouts. Tim Hortons. That's why I didn't recognize it. Another Sid the Kid. Joey Mullen. What a player he was. Great autograph signer. Justin Schultz. Here we go. Larry Murphy, Hall of Famer. Another Larry Murphy. Dmitry Mironov, I vaguely remember his name. We got here Brian Smolinski, I remember him playing for the Penguins for a cup of coffee. Chris Joseph, don't actually remember him. Troy Loney, there's a guy from my youth. I remember old Troy Loney. And we got the last row to start off Sunday with the break results from the Shaw fam. Link to them is going to be down below. Highly recommend jumping in their breaks on Thursday. Plus, you can't go wrong just watching their videos. Every time they get a trade video in, excuse me, it's like a shopping list that you didn't know you needed to make, because you're going to see all kinds of stuff that you're going to want. Final row, Dave Hannon, now with the Maple Leafs. Oh, Tom Barrasso, the memories I have of this guy growing up, watching him in the net being extra evil. When the Penguins would play Philadelphia, him and Ron Hextall facing off across the ice from each other, because you never knew what was going to happen. Ron Hextall now is the general manager of the Penguins. Dave Tippett on the old Parkhurst. Penguins team card. Who are you on the front? Can't tell what number that is. 19? I'll have to look into that. Got Marcus Naslund. Oh, memorable moments. Lemieux and Gretzky. In the 87 Canada Cup. I actually mentioned this to somebody. I think it was the autograph fisherman, John Burgess, because he's playing his be a player thing. And it's like, when you have Lemieux and Gretzky on the same line, I could have been the third person on that line and probably led the tournament in scoring just because of those two. That's a beautiful looking card. I like that one. We got on the Parkhurst Dmitry Mironov, Dave Hannon again, Kevin Hatcher. That was a great player. I like the Pinnacle Certified. Another Paul Coffey, Kevin Stevens, the Wrecking Ball, Mark Recchi, Tony Tonti, remember him. Another Larry Murphy, Sean McEachern. I loved Sean McEachern. Great player. Jake Gensel on the SP Authentic. Love this card. Nice and clean looking. The old 2-9er himself, Phil Bourque. Great player, now a great broadcaster. And our final card is another Kevin Stevens. A guy that was such a great part of those early Stanley Cup winning teams. So there you have it. That's going to start off Mail Day. There are some more things. As I'm filming this, no TTMs yet, but we're hoping that changes. Either way, we're off to a rip-roaring start with some North Stars / Stars and Penguins action. So all thanks to Shaw Racing Collects. Link to them down below. Go check them out. And let us see what is next on the mail docket. Okay, before we move on to the next part of the mail video, something as I was tidying up I noticed, and thankfully I did notice. I did see this. Threw in a few extra pens cards to fill out the sheets, so thank you for that. But what I almost failed to notice, but I did catch, was that I now have the signed Jeff Shaw race card. I think these are what they call, are they the hero cards or what they would call them in NASCAR? But you can see, personalized to me, not to anybody else, to me. There's Jeff's signature, JR, and AJ. This is awesome. I'm so glad I noticed that and didn't just do something horrifying to it like an idiot. But on the back, here's all the stuff. A 32 Ford Coupe. That's right, I went European with it. The Ford Coupe. That is really cool. I remember he was saying, Jeff was saying he was going to start printing these out. And I'm like, oh, one day I'm going to get one. And now I got one. And now I need to find the perfect place of honor in which to place the Shaw family signed racing card. So I just wanted to share that with you because that is incredibly awesome. Jeff, JR, AJ, thank you guys so much. This is definitely now one of the big pieces of the collection. So thank you guys. Okay, we are back for part 2 of so far 3 parts of the Sunday Mail Day video. Got another one. It came from that gentleman right there, Cole, at Cole's Comic Claims. Opening it up, it's one of those, he sent me a tracking number and said, I forgot to add this in. First off, another sticker. Love the stickers. I never noticed how much bigger the new sticker is. Ooh, fancy. Pardon me. Just another thing that, of why this community, this collecting community, it's not just cards, it's not just comics, it's not just Funkos, it's all of us as collectors who really never outgrew that portion of our youths of wanting to collect things and the generosity that comes with it. He sent me, Captain Victory, Kirby Genesis from Dynamite. Just another beautiful looking, I guess it would be a trade. I think that's what they call them. Man, I wish I knew what I was saying 3/4 of the time. But I have not heard of this one. Captain Victory definitely lives up to its name. Okay, I'm very excited to see what Gates and Rice do next. A victory for Dynamite and the artists who made it. Nice one, guys, from Fanboy Buzz. It's one to keep an eye on, that's for sure, from the Geeks of Doom. Honestly, I'd never heard of it, but you know what? The other stuff that Cole has sent me, Hotel, has been really awesome. I still have Archer and Armstrong off to the side that I got to read. But thank you, Cole. Hopefully your trip is going well, and we'll see you back very soon. I very much appreciate. Ooh, who are you back there? Is that a blobfish? Captain Victory. Well, we got a cyborg lion. Yep, that's definitely a blobfish kind of guy. I don't want to get too much into it because I could lose a lot of time, but this one will be read, and I'm absolutely sure, because of who it came from, it's going to be good because Cole knows his comics. So, thank you, Cole. We're going to get on to part 3. Link to Cole is going to be down below. Make sure to go check him out. My jank brother in arms. And we're spreading the jank all throughout the universe, plus the good stuff as well. So, thank you again. And on to part 3. And we'll see if that's the final part. And we're back with part 3 of the Sunday Mail Day. As it is Friday as I'm recording this, we don't know if there's going to be more. There still could be TTMs, but we will see. But this one, I know exactly what it is, and I'm very excited for it. It is the auction results from Adam's Card Closet. He did an auction recently to clear out some of his stuff and also raise money for... Oh, I'm going to blank on the name, but it's, I think, Casa Grande Little League. It is the Little League team of Rad from Rad Dad and Where's B-Dog. It was mentioned very briefly on Styx Jeopardy when Red Rum, Josh took me down, but Brandon Jensen talked about how they've come together and have been raising money for Rad's Little League team, and through different sales and whatnot, the mystery packs from Beast and Beauty Breaks, sales from guys like Adam, money has been raised for these kids, and they've been able to procure several weeks worth of field rental. If you're interested in it, I highly recommend going down. I'll leave a link to Brandon Jensen as well and Adam. Check out their links and you can get more information. You can make donations direct to the Little League team through Brandon Jensen. And this is what we do. We're doing it for the kids. And this is, look at that. He sent me out of the kindness of his heart. And this is why Adam is, as I said, a legend in his spare time. Steelers Nation Unite lanyard. That is getting draped over there ceremoniously, and you can't even see it, so. Well, No good deed goes unpunished. I'm trying to do that. And we took out Don't Talk to Robots and For the Pulls again. Either way, this is getting hung up there, so at least we can kind of see it. I'll fix that stuff later. But Adam, thank you. And I know we got some great stuff, and I'm excited. There you go. Hello, Zach. Thank you for your purchase and helping out my fundraiser. I hope you enjoy your cards. Thanks, Adam, from Adam's Card Closet. Well, I know there's going to be many good ones in here that I'm going to enjoy. And rest assured, my good sir, that they have come to a good home. So let's get in and see what we got. And this is the great thing about having a less than perfect memory. It's a double surprise because I can't remember what I bought until it gets here. Okay, starting off with the black and white, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on the optic. I love the black and white, and I think this kid has the chance to be a monster. Patrick Willis on the Rookies and Stars. Very, very underrated linebacker. Underappreciated. He is getting love, but he needs more. The Curtis Martin rookie card from the University of Pittsburgh went on to become one of the best running backs of the modern era. And he's a Pitt guy. Steve Air McNair, a great player to watch, a beautiful-looking black diamond card, and sadly a life taken from us too short. Hot rookies, Matt Ryan. Love Matt Ryan. It's going to be weird to see him in a Colts uniform this year, but I think it's going to help them. And at least there's no bad blood between Matt Ryan and the Falcons. It was one of those things that unfortunately just had to be done, and best of luck to both teams. Curious to see what the Falcons do. The John Riggins on the Jets. You talk about a guy. Kids, if you don't know who John Riggins was, get ye to Google and YouTube and look him up. The man not only was a legendary football player and several great hairstyles, he is one of the true iconic characters in football history. Oh, yeah, there we go. The Sunday Night Showdown, Tony Romo versus Eli Manning. The dual relic, white and the blue. Love that card. And honestly, Tony Romo, one heck of a broadcaster. I wasn't sure how he was going to do at first, but he's doing well. Come on, stay up. Well, I'll get you in a minute. And finally, the Rod Woodson for the purple Browns. It's not the right uniform, but it is Rod Woodson, and it is a relic. And it's his game-used jersey. Not sure what game, but I don't care. It's Rod Woodson, and it's a relic. And that is all that I needed to hear. Next pack. Oh, so many good cards. Oh, I wish I wouldn't have trimmed my fingernails. Oh, there we go. We're good. Yoink. And I've got some cleaning up to do in a little bit. There we go. Seeing some college action. Put that over there. Stephon Diggs from the University of Maryland. That guy is he's so good, and he is very well loved in Buffalo. Let's put it that way. Larry Fitzgerald, a guy that was so underrated and just got handcuffed to a bad team, but the modern-day Jerry Rice, great to see him play. Percy Harvin, hot rookies, numbered out of 100. Percy Harvin, good player, good-looking rookie card. Scoreboard, I'd never seen that one. CeeDee Lamb, rookie card on the Chronicles. He has the chance to be great. This guy already was great. Isaac Bruce on, what do we got there? The tops. Numbered out of 1199, number 340. Isaac Bruce. We got Megatron, Calvin Johnson on the little mini tops. Love it. Mike Allstott. He was such a great fullback, great running back. Monster. Walter Payton with the race car. Rest in peace, Sweetness. You were the man. Team leaders. Oh, there's some names. Tommy Maddox, famous Amos Zaraway, Hines Ward, and Jason Gilden. I remember Jason Gilden. He was really good. Another hot rookies, Rashad Mendenhall. He had a small cup of coffee with the Steelers. It's one of those that you think he was there longer, but he really wasn't. I think only 4 years. We got Lamar Woodley. Awesome player. That guy, actually deserves a lot more respect than what he gets. Oh, and it's numbered as well. I forgot. Numbered out of 500. And it's a rookie card. We got Dan Marino for the University of Pittsburgh. There's that whole story of why they didn't draft him. Maybe they're making it up with Kenny Pickett. Who knows? Rod Woodson from the Pro Bowl. On the upper deck, we got the little hologram Rod in the corner, looking amazing. We got Najee Harris, this kid. Get healthy, kid. And Steelers, sign him a backup running back. The kid, he needs it. But I think he's going to be an excellent player for a long time. And another Dan Marino with the Pitt Panthers. Couple more. Oh, we got some really good ones in here. If I can get my fat finger in there. Maybe not. Oh, curses. There we go. You just have to break the seal a little bit. Oh, well, pause and talk amongst yourselves for a moment. Okay, we're good. One of the top loaders was getting hung up. So now I'll re-top load them in a moment. But we've got the trio of beautiful Le'Veon Bell rookie cards. Rookie, the building blocks, and the rookie impact. 2 blues and a green. Now, Le'Veon Bell I don't hold in the same low regard as I do Antonio Brown. Le'Veon Bell was just a fool for how he handled the Steelers thing. Antonio Brown is a menace. Hines Ward wearing the 15 jersey. Don't see them often, so I had to get 2 of them that I found. It didn't last long, and it's actually the first 15s I have. And we got the Rod Woodson Gridiron Kings with the frame, numbered 41 out of 100. Rod Woodson, the man. That's all you can really say that really sums up Rod Woodson. The man was a gem to watch. I got to see him many a year, right from his rookie year in '87 all up to, sadly, them trading him away. But, God, it was great to see him play. In our final little bundle, I know what one of these is, and hopefully I didn't show it and spoil it, but, oh, it's going to be amazing. What is in this? Was there something in this? Oh, that's right. I did get a little, I did get 2 of these little Donruss packs. I forgot about them. I donated a couple to the giveaway, and I actually got some for me. Now, these ones, okay, I'm going to save that one for last, but we got, look at that. Sorry, I got lost in the beautiful. A 91 Chipper Jones rookie, slabbed on the 7 from GMA. So beautiful. Love me some slabs, and we got a near mint 8 for the top prospects gold. We got, who's that? Manny Alexander, Alex Arias, Will Cordero, and, of course, Chipper Jones. And we'll put them up there. But this one is the crown. And we all know Adam's Card Closet. He tells us all to have a Chipper Day. We always do because of it. And he dug into his collection of Chipper Jones autographs to sell a few, to raise money for the kids. And I was lucky enough to be paying attention to the point where I snagged one. And when you get something from somebody's personal collection that you know they have loved, and that it kind of breaks their heart a little bit to part with it, you know that it is something special. So I would like to have you behold my very first Chipper Jones autograph on card from Stadium Club. Is that Stadium Club? No, it's not. I'm sorry. It's Top Certified Autograph Series. Either way, look, got the blue there. Beautiful blue ink. It doesn't get much better than that. It really doesn't. Chipper takes the place of honor. And real quick, since I have you all captive, let's see what we got in the Donruss basketball. Just a little 2-pair of 5-packs. Help me out if I mess it up. We've got us, this guy, Lewine, Blake Griffin, who actually is a good autograph signer. We got Mitchell Robinson. We got our yellow of Malik Beasley. I know that name. And a rated rookie of Onyeka Okongwu. I think he's good. Some Atlanta fan will tell me if he's good or not, I'll bet you. But either way, I love opening up. I'm learning about basketball. Gary Harris, Derrick Rose, there's a name I remember. Who we got here? Gordon Hayward. Name sounds very familiar. Ryu Hachimura, on the yellow. And our final rated rookie, Josh Green. So that ends the amazing mail day from Adam's Card Closet. I cannot get over all the stuff that I was able to get and help out the kids at the same time. Link to Adam and Brandon Jensen will be down below if you want to look into making donations to help out Rad's baseball team. Doing it for the community, helping keep the next generation going so they can continue to have fun collecting like we did back in the day and still do today. So that's going to do it for the first 3 parts of Sunday's mail day. Not 100% sure if anything else is going to be coming, so it's either going to be an abrupt stop or a seamless transition. Let's find out which one, shall we?